Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Duggan with IGN, and I'm here with Ben Janka.
Hey, James. Why are we in a forest?
This is a game called Kingdom, and you may not know the name of this game right now. Well, I actually do because it's on the screen, but you will certainly know it in at least a week or two because I predict that this game will be the #1 selling game on Steam.
Oh, really?
Next week. It comes out in like 1 or 2 days.
1 or 2. It looks really pretty. I really like the art style.
Yes, it's beautiful. You can't really see the water right now, but the water reflection is one of my favorite things in terms of aesthetics. So the only way that you can interact with the world, being the regal person that we are, is by paying.
Okay.
So we need some followers. We recruit them.
So give them a coin.
With gold.
Out of your sweet
Need a bow.
coin purse.
There's a bow. I cannot pick up the bow, but my follower can pick up the bow. So one of the most interesting things about this game is that you indirectly interact with everything. You can't directly attack enemies, but you can recruit followers who will attack enemies for you, albeit sometimes a bit of a frustrating experience. It becomes immediately brilliant sooner rather than later.
I was going to say, it's a very cool idea. I didn't realize that that's what you did in this game, and that you don't really do much of anything. You kind of just pay people to do things.
Yeah, I have 3 buttons. I have move, I have run, and I have pay gold.
the pay gold button.
And in fact, all the monsters in this game, which spawn out of evil portals, all they want is gold in your crown. They don't even care about killing you, even though there's some that try to kill you.
Wait, but then why couldn't I would just give them my money and my crown and then back
then
away?
You would be a king. No king, no crown, no king.
Oh,
That's the way it goes.
I'm not well versed in the ways of running a kingdom.
It's okay. So this archer has been shooting rabbits, which, of course,
holy money!
Packing some gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a wall.
I like the coin physics when they fall into the bag.
Yeah, me too.
That's really doing it for
me. And when it overflows, they start falling into the water.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go ahead and buy another archer. I'm gonna build one more wall, and that should give us some preliminary defenses here. For the first night, we can expect 1 or 2 monsters to come knocking at our door.
So how does progress work? Are you just building from this one spot the entire time?
Yeah, so this is my kingdom. However, eventually, everything the light touches will be mine.
Okay, all right.
Is the idea here.
I'm a fan of the Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
I can dig it.
So one of the first things that I'm going to do is explore and hopefully not run into too many monsters. If you get caught by yourself with no gold, you lose, basically.
Okay.
We can see, like, I can build on this mound, make it a wall. I can come over here. I can get rid of this tree, but I don't want to do that because then I have this naturally spawning village right here that 1 or 2 followers will just appear at every day, and I can go and recruit them. And here we have some more people that we can.
How does that deer fit into everything? Are they like a metaphor?
So the deer, I can actually, if I chase it down, which I don't feel like doing. Ooh, there's a chest. Because I'm lazy. If I chase that deer down, I can run him into my archers, and they can shoot him.
Oh.
And so there is a little bit of direct interaction in that sense.
Okay.
That's not even like really a...
You're just hurting at that point.
Yeah. Also, my horse becomes winded if I sprint for too long. So something you have to keep track of is if I'm in an all-out sprint, run into a monster, then
you can't get away.
I'm SOL. I'd have to drop some gold for him. And then he'd just scamper off.
So that is how it works. You pay them to leave you alone.
Yeah, basically. You can you can kind of bribe the monsters, but at some point they just become a lot to deal with. So this guy right here, we can see in the beige tunic, is just looking for something to do. So we're going to give him a tool, and now he's going to become an archer for the rest of his life, or until he gets killed.
That's where he is.
We probably don't need another builder, and at this point I can start making some additional fortifications.
I like how this is building out. This is actually really cool.
It is super cool. And having sunk like 8 hours into this game last night, which is without giving too much away, I guess it's giving it all away. Here's our first monster.
There's a bad dude right there. Oh, there he goes.
He got wrecked. That's about the length of a single playthrough if you do everything right. And there is an end to this game. You can beat it. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I could go ahead and pay. Let's just go over here and show you this, actually. That little thing I built, now it's a watchtower.
Okay.
And I got to upgrade that to an additional watchtower. We can see we are now on the morn of day 2. Those bells indicate that there's this daily chest that will spawn and give me some gold. But eventually I'm going to want to build out to some farmland and have some sustainable ways to get gold because I can't really rely on that chest to give me everything I need.
It's just constantly expanding.
Yep.
Constantly growing.
So right now I'm looking for a traveling merchant who will go fill up, hopefully, my bow and arrow rack to the absolute brim. Here he is, for the low price of 4 gold, which would normally cost me 8 or 10 to fill all the way. But he does move a bit slow, and he kind of looks like Lando Calrissian to me.
He does a little bit. I like it.
He's not a system. He's a man. Now, a lot of the parts of this game are left opaque on purpose. For instance, the progression. I could build out these watchtowers they could be wood and much larger, but if I want to make them made of like stone, like a proper castle, I need to venture into the wilderness and find a specific relic, which when you first play this game and you don't know that, it's a real pain in the ass.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll be honest with you. But eventually all this stuff will be on a wiki. That being said, I would avoid the wiki because it's one of those moments where, like, once you found out the cheating way, you wish you had found out the organic way.
Yeah. No, it's you sit there and you get to kind of adventure out and figure it out yourself. I'm kind of a bigger fan of that anyway. Ooh, tents.
Oh, look at that. That is a really cool flag. One of the cool things you can do in this game is if you see a flag you like, you can keep it. And now if I hit start, that's my flag. Even if I die, it'll be my flag.
Nice.
Oh, don't have enough for that.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if this guy's pay me. Empty your pockets for your king.
There you go.
Needless to say, the waves get harder and harder as the night goes on. You start seeing new enemies. But actually, since it's not too far, I guess we'll stick around for this guy. But after he's done filling up whatever he decides to fill up, I'm going to venture into the wilderness and show you where these monsters are coming from.
That sounds dangerous and exciting.
It's super dangerous. Very exciting. All right, let's hopefully he'll populate this. Come on. Oh no. Okay, well this is now game breaking. This playthrough is ruined. He's gonna make 4 hammers, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of builders. You need at most maybe 2.
Okay.
Until you get to the very late stages of the game. And in fact, this is extremely detrimental to me because not only did I waste 4 gold, but I wasted all the gold buying these people because now they're just dumb builders.
Well, you know, does having more builders make things build faster at all?
It does,
okay.
but it's such a small compared to having more archers, which is essential to get through the nights. It's totally, and that's the risk you run when you pay for that merchant. I could have just bought arrows, but he'll populate a random stand.
Gotcha.
All right, let's find this portal.
You're going out at night?
I'm going out at night.
No.
Zero fracks are given. Oh no!
Dude, that's a.
There we go. Okay. He's gonna leave. Oh no! My crown, my king.
He's gonna take it.
That's it. That's how the game ends.
Really?
We don't even get to see the portal.
He's gonna run it past you.
What a jerk.
No, there you go. No crown, no king. Okay, I guess you weren't.
So that's the basic gameplay loop of Kingdom. We didn't get very far, but then again, this is a game that you have to sink many minutes, dare I say hours into to kind of see the progression. And it is a game where you will fail. There will be nights where there will just be what seem to be hundreds of monsters that you cannot possibly defeat. But then as you learn the next playthrough, you start preparing for moments like that, and it becomes a very fun experience. And that is Kingdom. Thank you for checking it out. It comes out on October 21st for the low price of $10. I'm James Duggan here with Ben Janka.
Right now.
For all things Kingdom, keep it right here on IGN.